Oh, I love Sega. Sega was great. It had Sonic. It was every game I liked playing while growing up.
At that time, it seemed like Sonic was everywhere, and I felt like I was the only one who got the Sonic video game, so it was a big thing.
The most revolutionary game ever for Sega Genesis.
The graphics were just a lot better, and Super Nintendo was a lot more expensive.
I love you, Sega. Just that word, Sega. Those two syllables accesses a deep memory bank of nostalgia for me. Sure, Nintendo was great, but Sega was edgy, Sega was cool, Sega was now. My favorite memories are me and my brother playing Sonic 2 and all kinds of Sega games. In fact, I still play Sonic 2 with my brother to this day. So the question is, what happened? How did this good thing go so wrong and disappear?
No, it kind of went in a different direction, not sure.
There's just a bunch of systems they made were terrible.
I thought the games could have been better.
Okay, I'll tell him, okay? The first Sega console available for America was the Sega Master System. But nobody owned it, so that's that. But then came the mother Sega Genesis.
On my all-time favorite console list, I'm putting that at 2.
We played that constantly.
This console will go down in history as the best gaming platform to ever exist.
I thought the games could have been better.
Think what you want, but in the end, the Genesis had gameplay time that you can't replace with any other system. After the Genesis, though, Sega went in a different route. With the race for, the best graphics, the best look, Sega came out with the Sega CD, discontinued it. Then came out with the 32X, discontinued it. So that's 2 add-ons that were discontinued in no time. So after this debacle with the Sega CD and the 32X, what did Sega do? They geared up for the Sega Saturn. Now, Sega Saturn could have been a popular system. It's just those 2 thunders in between really stole its thunder.
Sega Saturn got destroyed by everything they made, like by every other console. The Sega Saturn came out way too late, and everything was just higher quality then.
Things looked bad for Sega, but one shining gleam of hope came over the horizon. The Sega Dreamcast, the last system under the Sega name.
I wanted a Dreamcast, but we know how that turned out.
I love the Dreamcast. In fact, I still play Dreamcast with my brother all the time. It had great games. People didn't know that, but it had games comparable to the Genesis era. But what happened to this comeback? What took the wind out of Sega's sails?
Dreamcast came out, a lot of people said that it didn't interest them, they didn't like it, didn't really understand that at the time, but then after I had a few more experience with other systems, I realized perhaps the system failed to appeal to, I guess, the US culture in a way. I could see how it would seem weird and strange.
Nintendo crushed them. That they just could not. They didn't have the money from Saturn.
Because the Nintendo 64 was better.
Okay, so it's a debate. But the Dreamcast, as far as I'm concerned, goes down as a sure success. Sega went bankrupt and they had to fall back to the shameful position of third-party game maker. So, that's that. Does anybody miss this stuff? Does anybody care?
No, I still play them. I always feel nostalgia for the 90s era.
Oh, I do care. And if I could find a system on eBay sometime soon, I'll probably end up buying, you know, a Sega Genesis.
I still have a working Sega in my house, but the connector to the TV is broken. That makes me very sad.
I play Xbox 360.
I never owned a Sega, and I'm fine with that.
Maybe these guys don't care, but I'm a little broken up. What's a boy to do when his first love just fades away? I suppose you gotta pack it up and simply move on. There's no use dropping video games on all, though. I mean, that void's gotta be filled. Gotta find new hobbies, new activities. I had to pretty much totally change my life around after Sega fell apart. I don't know. I guess now I kinda got over the whole Sega thing. But whenever anybody asks me, what was your favorite video game experience, I'll always say, Sega!